Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Unholy Horde playthrough on the channel. And in the last episode, well, we started to focus a little bit more on trade with the new Kingdom of Madrid that we finally connected to after some regional dominance here in our own area. And I actually have some plans and things to go over. So basically, Harold, I think we are going to probably send him over to Norwich to spend some time with Teleron because he has some depression issues, and that's why I actually decided to wait until the workday was over to start so we could do that right away. We also have this battle. We'll go ahead and pause so we don't waste any time there. And now, what I've basically considered here is we have a chance that Lincoln could end up getting cut off from us, and if that happens, we'll also lose York, and that will get rid of all of our gains that we have made. So I think what our plan is we're just going to take Canterbury. They hate us anyways, so it doesn't really affect us there. We've lost the trade routes, so it may actually be better to just conquer them and get that out of the way. And they have the aggression against a neighbor debuff to our mood right now, or to our opinion. So potentially if we take them over, we can actually get that down a little bit since we won't be attacking their neighbors anymore, since we'll all be neighbors. And the only other person that we would attack that is their neighbor is maybe London, although they are so weak at this point, I think we will just let them throw themselves at us if they feel like it, and we'll just take them out that way. And otherwise, we may even try to take Norwich at some point. They have a decent like to us, and of course, Harold and Teleron are on relatively decent terms. Harold really likes Teleron anyways. And we are going to take out this camp of forest bandits, of course. And we still want to go and take this one out. I really want to take this one out. The issue is, since we're going to be attacking Canterbury, we need our forces. And actually because of this, as you can see, there are 25 of them. We only have, I think, about 20 soldiers right now. Maybe a little bit more. 21. So what I think we're going to do, I know I said I wasn't going to hire more loyalists, but right now, we, for the first time, have some unemployed because we have a little bit of prisoners and are up above 80 peasants right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and hire this guy. I don't think we have any others that we can hire right now. Well, you know, any that have the combat skill that we actually want. So we're just going to hire that guy, and hopefully before too long we can get more mercenaries so that we can go ahead and go and attack Canterbury. Now, if this doesn't refresh by maybe tomorrow, yeah, maybe by like tomorrow at midday, then I may just go ahead and hire a couple more of these macaw ones just to bolster our forces a little bit. Right now it's showing that we have an average of 8 combat skills, so if we can even push that up a little bit, we should probably be fine. I mean, honestly, we should be fine against Canterbury right now anyways, but I would like to bolster our forces so we don't actually take any losses against them. That would be preferred. And then we are going to start this trade route as well against York, but we are with the trader right now, so we are going to wait until we finish trading, and then we'll send Emma off to do that. Okay, so Harold was spending some quality time, hint hint, with Lana, so we are going to go ahead now that they are done there. Oh, it looks like Teleron is actually Venice, in Venice right now, which is all the way up here. I didn't realize that. Okay, in that case, he can't really spend time with Teleron. We aren't connected to them either, so we're just gonna go ahead and hit this, this camp of forest bandits instead. And there's only 2 of them, so not much that we need to really worry about. I didn't even realize we still have those 2 people who are in pain and shock. Let's actually take a look here. Pain and shock, so they just have, like, minor cuts and burns. And this one does need to go home so that we can get rid of that infected wound. But we're just going to quickly take these guys out, not even going to worry about any commands or anything. And that was, of course, quite easy. And we captured one, which is actually good. We can definitely use a little bit of prisoners right now, and we'll just quickly attack this one now as well. Okay, so here we are at the trader, and as you can see, look at this, we've got 466, so our tributes are actually still making up for our total taxes, it seems like. So if we go here, tax on warriors to be paid is 445, but let's see, I think ours is actually 240 per day, and I don't actually know, is there an easy way to check exactly what your daily, let's see, amount is calculated daily and accumulates until the arrival of the caravan. So tax per day is 132 and 98. So what is that? 230? Yeah, oh, it says right there. 230 per day. And that, yeah, so that is just about covering our tax in total, which is pretty great, actually. We're going to sell a few of these daggers, and I guess we're going to have to start selling a little bit of our swords to the trader, because I have no idea how long it's going to take us to be able to make another trade route for that. We'll sell some of these tools while the price is increased. There we go, until it drops from 35 is good. And we'll keep these for the moment. And former bandit, we'll keep you two so that we can actually put you into our army, and we'll just sell these two. And otherwise, I don't think there is really anything we need to sell here. We don't really need too many spears, so we'll just sell those until we have 10. We only really need maybe like 5 bows and crossbows. And otherwise, we're probably going to keep everything else here. We'll buy a little more paper. We'll buy more flour, more rye, and let's see. How are we doing on supplies? Doesn't look like we have any beer. We do have some moonshine, but I wouldn't mind just buying a little bit of beer. We can't buy the hops because, well, price is too much increased. And I may even just buy moonshine just to have a nice stock of it. We are doing really good on money, so there's no reason to hoard it, really. Now, I don't think there's anything else here we really care about. The only other thing maybe is Tanea paper. Special composition protects all your books from burning in the case of a library fire. But we're just going to try not to actually have our library catch on fire. I think everything else here is good. We'll pick up some more shields. And otherwise, we're probably just going to call it there. We're still getting 450 back. We'll actually buy these holy rings as well. Yes, I think that's good. And 6,000 gold. Wow, that is incredible. Is there anything else here, just last minute? I mean, I guess we could just buy some meat, just to have a little bit of meat. We don't even need to sell it. Let's make sure it's not being sold. Nope. And go to the market. Do not sell meat. And we only have one market, right? Yes. Okay. So that looks good. Let's take a look at... So for swords, we probably want to be making around 75 of them now, actually. Because we do still want to keep selling them. Axes are fine at 50. Spears, maces, that's fine. Medical salves. We may want to push this up because we are going to be starting a trade route potentially. Or probably. And shields 50. And everything else, maybe a little more steel. We are getting pretty high on that amount. And otherwise, everything else here looks pretty good. So, back to the finance. I think we're going to start paying our warriors just a little bit more. They don't have the greatest of moods. And actually, I would like to make another market and allow the warriors only to buy meat. Would actually be quite good. I actually don't know what's considered a good price right now. 9. Okay. So we'll probably do that. We'll probably make another market just so our warriors can actually pay for meat if they feel like it. And they'll be making a little bit more money. Now, everything else here I think is okay. Prices, yes, okay. And we're not going to be paying any unemployed, although if we start to get a lot of unemployed, we may start to do that because the unemployed are the most likely to become vagabonds, so you don't really want them to be super upset. But right now, it's probably okay. So we're going to go with all of that for right now, and we actually have the dog merchant now. And that is 10 rings, and we're going to have Harold buy that because he's a little depressed. Not super bad, but pretty bad. So we want him to have that dog. That'll be nice. And then he can actually play with his dog to increase his mood a little bit further, which is always quite nice. He's already playing. I don't know if I can just do that again. That's a good little way to actually increase his mood and everything, so he won't have to deal with going and seeing Teleron right now. So anyways, we are done with the trader and everything, so we're gonna send Emma off to take care of this trade route. And we'll just do it for the medical salves. And yes, that looks... How many did it say though? Per day, 11. Okay, we don't really have 11. And I didn't even check. I should probably check really quick. Take a look. Goes to trade. Okay, yeah. We need the 25 relation. Okay, so we can't buy those. Let's make sure she is heading off. She is, okay. And otherwise, the only other thing is to finish off this trade route, or finish off this bandit camp, and still don't have anybody else we can hire, unfortunately. Now, why we have those 2 prisoners, but they're not showing up here? I wonder if that means they're injured? Well, let's see if we can't find them. Oh, they're trying to... Oh, they're escaping. Okay, we'll see if they actually manage to. It looks like that one is going to escape. Yeah, nobody's even trying to keep him. Alright, what about the other one? Come on, I want to actually bring them into our army, if possible. Come on, get them. I didn't mean like that. I didn't mean get them, like kill them. Good grief. Alright, well, let's go into this bandit camp then. I guess we will not be getting either of those 2 into our army, which is rather unfortunate, but we'll live. We'll survive. Let's go ahead and get over there. And we're gonna actually hit stay in the back on this one. There we go. Doesn't even yep, we did not even lose a single person there. And we captured 3, which is pretty good. We're gonna get home now. Yep, Teleron no longer has any grievances. That's right, I forgot that they did not like having that bandit camp there. We've taken care of that, Norwich is happy about it. Nice to see. Now we're going to get home, and we're just going to let everybody kind of, you know, replenish their strength and everything. We have 1 person that's got an inflamed wound. We still don't have anybody we can hire yet. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. So 2 of those people we just captured, we can actually just hire straight away, and we're just going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so we're going to let everybody kind of replenish and everything. Why is this broken down? Seriously, another breakdown? That's 10 tools. We'll take care of it, though. And I may start to finish out these walls as well. We don't have a whole lot of wood, but we do have a little bit, but I may start to think about doing that anyways. But for the moment, we're just going to let everybody heal up, and we will get prepared to go and attack Canterbury. Now, another thing, we do have some unemployment, so we may as well unsuspend the work here. And we'll do for, what, 3? I guess we'll just do all 4. They're not on priority anyways, so it's not really the biggest of deals. And we're going to set these over to the Chancellery. There's no real need to have okay, there's only a max of 25, that's fine. Lana can take care of those 2. And if we need to, we can always move one of them off. Now, on another note, I didn't even realize we have a whole ton of heavy armor, so next time we're at the trader, I am going to probably sell a little bit of those. We do have this trade route now executed, and it looks like some marauders are attacking Madrid. That's not very many of them. Yeah, there's no way they're going to win that. I don't know why they just refused to attack this bandit camp either. But, you know, that's their prerogative, I suppose. Okay, so this is interesting. I guess this is kind of, in a way, the end of the series that we were actually planning to do. The Unholy Horde has left the lands of Norland. Yeah, I think that is kind of strange. I know way back in the earlier stages of the game, the Unholy Horde would just kind of wipe the entire map, and, you know, if you're relatively close to where they came from, which was always the same spot, then they would conquer you pretty quickly. But I think this is, I mean, what's the point of playing the Unholy Horde if, because they actually spawn about as far away as possible, and apparently they can't even beat the AI enough to ever make it to you. So, well, that is kind of unfortunate, I have to say. I was hoping that we could actually stage a final fight with them. Now, I did know that supposedly day 60 was when they finally disappeared no matter what, but I didn't know if that was actually 100% or what, but it does seem that the Unholy Horde is gone. So the main challenge of this series appears to just have vanished. But that's okay. I mean, we do have this Madrid kingdom that we can still deal with. I don't know how they got so powerful with the Unholy Horde at their necks. Maybe that's why. But otherwise, just taking a look around, and we don't really have anybody else who's very strong. Arden's okay, and Madrid. But otherwise, we'll probably end up steamrolling. And oh, I talked about this kingdom being stable. Not anymore. Not anymore. It is not. So honestly, we don't really need to conquer over to Rome right now because it won't even get us this full kingdom. So we may just end up going for Norwich now, and take care of them, and then we'll have access to that Green Kingdom. And yeah, we'll have to see though. Okay, and we do have a few more mercenaries and actually some more bandits that we can hire into the army as well. And we'll hire these Caden ones. That one's a very strong Caden. And we don't really want to hire this Tanea one, I don't think. Actually our Tanea numbers are not half bad. Okay, we'll hire this one just because he's so powerful. He is going to add a lot onto our taxes. What's it actually say? Yeah, so it is showing. I wish this tax tooltip would actually update based on that minus 30% we have. A little annoying. So that's like 13 or 14 taken off, so it's actually more like 34, I think. So we'll just go ahead and take them. And we already have a few macaws, but I think we can take one more. I think that'll be okay. And that's all we're going to take for the moment. Now, Galindos has a desire for intimacy, and to be quite honest, I don't want him to just go around, bribing the peasants to take care of this. We're just going to have him marry Emma, and maybe they will actually, take care of that issue themselves. It looks like they're going to go ahead and do that now. So hopefully they can just take care of that together. And Emma, she is probably not going to last a whole lot much longer. She is 70 years old at this point. So she will probably die soon, and then Galindos can just get remarried. Now look at this. We've got Zivka actually came to visit with us. That is pretty cool. We're going to have Harold spend a little bit of time with you. Okay, so here we are back at the trader, and we are probably going to sell a few of these heavy armors. We have about 30 soldiers right now, so I only want to sell just enough for the market saturation. But we will go ahead and do that, and we'll sell a couple of these swords as well. Yeah, we'll just sell just over the market saturation then. And otherwise, I don't really want to spend that much on paper. We're already, well, we are getting a little bit of money back from them, so I guess it would be okay. Okay, I guess that's fine. And we do need flour once again. We need rye once again. We can actually buy the hops this time and the beer. And we'll buy some holy rings. And I think that's probably all we're going to actually pay for right now. Yeah. And there's nothing really else to probably buy either, as far as knowledge goes. No, it'd just be like fast construction, which really isn't very good for us anymore. We don't really do a whole lot of constructing. So I guess this is probably all we're gonna do, so we'll be sending them 100, which is perfectly fine by me. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, and we can actually buy a little bit more shields, I guess, since we are not really, making them ourselves, and that still leaves us with 4,500, so I'm okay with that. Now, I think it's probably time to, we're not going to sudden attack, I don't think. I think that actually does irk, the matriarch a little bit more, if I remember right. Let's go ahead and go, so aggression. We are, of course, yes, I forgot. I did forget, we do have this peace treaty, so we will have to wait a little bit. How long do we have left on it? I have no idea, because it's not popping up the little tooltip here. Let's take a look here. Doesn't actually show the... Oh, I thought it would show the peace treaty thing here somewhere. But I guess it does not. Maybe if I reload the save, so I'm going to do that just so I can see how long this treaty is going to last. Okay, so that didn't fix it, but I forgot you can just go above the city here. And we have 7 days left, so actually, what we can do, we can go ahead and attack Norwich first then. And we're going to do aggression, I guess. I guess you have to do it. Wait, hold on. Threat of plunder, demand vassalage. Okay, so be minus 20 and then minus 9 with the matriarch versus minus 50 and minus 20 with the matriarch. So yeah, definitely it's better to give them notice so that they can choose to defend, which actually does make a lot of sense. We'll demand the vassalage then and send Emma to do that. And in the meantime, we may as well go and attack this bandit camp, which will actually make Madrid not hate us quite so much, which maybe stops them from trying to attack us, hopefully. And we can actually, let's see what our success rates are here. before anything. And we will send at least, we'll send basically everybody except for the few that are still arriving. So we'll send with the max amount of armors and shields, and mostly swords, because these are bandits. That looks good to me. 58%. So we'll go ahead. We don't really want to lose anybody if we can help it. We'll have York and Lincoln actually rendezvous with us on this, and we'll take care of that bandit camp with hopefully no losses. And then we'll probably take care of this one by ourselves on the way home. We will have to split the spoils here with York and Lincoln, since they'll be helping us. I didn't even realize, but London actually burnt the village here of Lincoln, and we can't attack it because it's yeah, wait until they were, yeah, okay. Let's actually see. So if we, I don't think we're able to. Oh, we are able to. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna attack them then. We're gonna try to attack them. Let's see. It says 4 hours. They're moving kind of quickly, though. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch them. I don't know why it went back around this. A little bit strange. I think we can catch up to them. Just barely. Okay, so we did catch them. And we are, of course, going to have probably no issues with this. I just hope we don't lose anybody. Or actually, hopefully nobody even gets really injured. What? Sleeping from exhaustion? Well, that's not good. We have no commander then. Right now. Go ahead and just rush on in, and hopefully we can just take them out before. And of course, 2 people surrender immediately. Good luck with that. Cena died. Okay. Now, did any of these? It looks like they just surrendered. 1 actually escaped. That's not great. Okay. I was not really expecting Glindos to be passed out like that. Is there any way to look at him? Is he actually going to sleep while they're on campaign at all? Probably not, right? I don't know if I want a chance then going and attacking this. I guess we'll just have to go home for the moment. Now, I was just thinking about it, and we actually have exactly 84 peasant homes at the moment, so we should probably go ahead and create a few more, since we are starting to get above that number. And we're going to place some, place probably, oh, we can't place one here. What about over here? Kind of. Okay, we'll place one right here, and another right here, and we probably, oh, we can fit another one right here. And we'll place, we want to have some extras, so we're going to place a few more here, can't place one there. We'll place another like that, and just like that. So that's 9 more, so 18 gets us above 100 peasant homes, so that should be good for the moment. Teleron refused our, I don't know why it brought us all the way over here, but Teleron refused our offer and invites us to settle the matter by force. That's okay. I mean, you know, if that's what you guys want us to do. London, I wonder if they are going to partake here. Seems like they are not. Okay, so nobody's going to reinforce you guys, unless maybe some reinforcements coming from over here. We do have this bandit camp. We're just going to wait for Glindos to get home, and we're going to let him go sleep, and then we will go and attack Norwich. Okay, so he got home, and apparently he just slept on the way home because his sleep meter is mostly back up. His mood isn't too good, though, so I'm going to let him actually go and drink some beer, and hopefully that will improve his mood, and then we'll probably send him out to attack Norwich. Okay, so now since we do have some warriors that are a little bit above 15, I think our highest is 16 combat level, we're going to set this up to 20 now. And unfortunately, Glindos did not instruct it in time, but he's drinking beer right now, and his mood is actually really good. So we're going to go ahead and get ready for him. I don't know why Harold didn't... Oh, because he's still in an army. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot to take him out of the army. Well, he just fell out of it anyways. So let's go ahead and go to Norwich and just attack them. Do we want any help with it? I'm thinking no, because I would like to just have the spoils myself, honestly. And what's their army? I should probably check that. 22 with an average of 7 combat skill. So we should definitely at least match their numbers, probably a little bit more. And we're gonna try to do maybe 30. 30 should be fine, and we'll have a few left at home. Let's see what we actually have for armors. Okay, we should be good here. So we'll send the max amount of axes, and we will also send 10 swords. We want the best possible attack force that we can, and that's 74%, so we should be perfectly fine doing this on our own. Okay, so here we are back at the trader, and we're just gonna sell a few daggers. We'll sell a couple of swords as well. And we'll probably start to keep our heavy armors, because we don't have that many extra right now. And we'll sell a few tools, maybe. No, we'll just sell them in our trade routes. And otherwise, not really a lot we can do here, because the matriarch is a little upset with us. Not too bad, but they are a little upset. We'll buy the rye, we'll buy a little more hops, and the beer. And that is sending 800 at this point. That's honestly fine, I'm not too worried about it. And these books don't even seem to be changing, they always seem to be the exact same ones now. Otherwise, I don't think any of these are people we would hire, so we'll just get rid of them. We only really want, since we're getting so many loyalists, and I am not going to be hiring any more of our loyalists into our army anymore, we just want our loyalists to be the ones doing the work. We don't really want the prisoners to be doing that anymore. And otherwise, we'll take the paper. We do want to have paper. And otherwise, that's probably pretty good. Now, because our sword numbers are pretty good right now, I'm just going to go ahead and take this off. We want to get up to the amount of axes we would prefer. Actually, we only really need like 25 or something for the moment, but we don't really have enough axes for our army. Okay, so here we are at Norwich, and we are just going to jump on in. Apparently, Rata is the commander here, and there's only 10 in the main squad. This shouldn't be too difficult. I would like to wait for this to stop burning, but I think we're just going to need to get in there right away. And head on, okay. And hopefully they'll just kind of go around the fire this time. Maybe not. I'm not really sure. It didn't look like any of them got burnt. Hit stay in the back here. Rata's already dead, unsurprising. Yep, they did not really stand a chance there. Now we just need to get rid of some of these bowmen before they... Yeah, they are actually doing a pretty sizable amount of damage to us. Why are they not? Yeah, they've actually taken quite a bit of us with them. But I do think that this is going to be a pretty good win, actually. 19, 18... Oh, Galindo's died. Oh, no. Well, that's not what we wanted at all. So we need a new commander, and look at this. We have actually lost a lot of people. That's not good. So we lost 10, 2 escaped, but we did capture 6, and we do have a new vassal. So, and that didn't even cut off our trade route, and it improved our relations. So that is also good. Now, taking a look around, we are probably going to want to try to fix our relation with Constantinople or maybe Vienna, but I think Constantinople will be a little easier. That way we can actually get their rye. Athens unfortunately hates us, or we could get their some of their herbs. But we could also sell to Vienna some heavy armor if we actually fix our relation with them. So this is probably where we are going to call it. And I really wish Galindo's hadn't died there. But we do have rings, so I guess we can just hire somebody else once they come around. And until then, hopefully that mercenary that we hired before is actually still available, because they are at least a decent commander. But that's going to be it for this episode. So, as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.